What's going on, everybody? In this video I want to talk about a lot of new stuff that is coming in 2020, especially with No Prep Kings and some of the biggest names in No Prep Kings, as well as just drag racing in general. In this video we're going to talk about people like Big Chief, Lutz, Daddy Dave, Ryan Martin, Doc, and Alex Laughlin, just to name a few. So I hope you stick around at the end of the video to get all the information that I'm about to put out there, and thanks for watching.
Just because we're dumbasses don't mean you can be too. So don't do anything we do at home.
Public service announcement. These videos have the full intentions to be used as conversational tools and purposes only. Anything that is expressed in these videos and videos before and after has the sole purpose of that reason. I know a lot of this stuff is repetitive. I hope that you can understand that. Again, these are for conversational purposes only. The comment box on these videos is for that purpose. Thanks for watching. Also, if you do like these videos, hit the thumbs up button. It does help me. And if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. The first thing I want to say in this, instead of breaking down every single person that has unveiled that they have a new car, let's just kind of talk about them all. I know that there's been videos made on each person's individual car, so if you want to see that, go look them up. It seems like everybody is building a new car for No Prep Kings. If you haven't noticed, with Season 3, No Prep Kings gained a lot of traction and is now one of the biggest things. Street Outlaws was the biggest thing in automotive culture in general for as long as I can remember. It has brought back everyone's youth and has brought back, you know, mainstream automotive and competition with automotive racing and that sort of thing. Any car guy that has not been living under a rock knows exactly what I'm saying. No Prep Kings did not get traction like it has now in the beginning. It took a minute for it to gain steam and start rolling, as did Street Outlaws, the original 405 guys from Oklahoma, their show. It took a couple of seasons for it to actually get steam and start rolling like it is now, but No Prep Kings is doing the same thing. Maybe by the time this video gets uploaded, the schedule for Season 4 will already be out, but as of right now, it is not. There's a lot of things that I've learned here recently that I want to go over with you as well at the end of the video about No Prep Kings, the rules, and who makes the rules. The rules has always been a controversial thing, so I kind of want to talk about it. But let's run through real quick the list of guys that I know that have built cars for No Prep Kings. Doc is building another Monte Carlo. He is saying it's not going to be twin turbo. I'm assuming it's going to be another nitrous assisted car for No Prep Kings. And what I feel like the reason these guys are building another car is because they don't want to take their car, the car that they've built for years and years and years, and make it more suited for the rules of No Prep Kings. Like Doc, his car is still the same car that he started with a 10-inch tire on the back in the early 2000s or whenever he bought it, and just slowly evolved it to what it is now. The Street Beast has come a long ways from a complete street car to what some would consider a pro mod. And it's insane, the evolution of these cars, if you go back and watch them. But he's building one that fits the rules for No Prep Kings where he can be more competitive in that sport. Some of the other guys that are building new cars, Daddy Dave. And when I say building new cars, they could have bought a roller, they could have found someone else, I don't know, but they have new cars that is new to them, whether it be fresh built or they're sitting in someone else's car that they bought. I don't know, I have not dug deep. They are just putting little tidbits of stuff out there, and I have not seen specs on a lot of these cars. The only person who has completely unveiled his car is Ryan Martin. I made a video about that, and it is a beautiful 2018-19-ish Z01 Camaro. It's gray with a black and red stripe on it. The thing is absolutely beautiful. But some of the other people is Daddy Dave. He's got another Chevy too. Jeff Lutz is going to have a new car for No Prep Kings. Now, I don't know if he's bringing the Evil Twin. It's the first black 57 that he had. He hinted around that that's what he was going to do. And he's also been posting a lot of stuff about Mad Max, the Pro Mod, the Power Tour car, the Hot Rod Power Tour car that he broke records with, and the one that he had on Street Outlaws for a long time. He's been posting a lot of stuff about it. While it is a pro mod, I don't know if he's going to unpro mod it, and that's going to be it or not, but he has posted some pictures, some sneak peek pictures as he calls it, of his new no prep car. Murdernova, another huge name, is revamping his car. I'm assuming it's going to be directed toward the no prep scene, but I'm not 100% sure. But the whole front end is being completely redone on the Murdernova, and I would like to see it directed more toward No Prep Kings. The thing that's going to keep No Prep Kings going up in ratings is if you bring in big names like Big Chief, Murdernova, and people with that reputation into the sport and let them race without having to do the future street outlaws and things like that. Let them race their way in and race and put them on camera like they done the very last episode of Murdernova, like Big Chief done the second or third race into season 3. And those big name guys is what's going to keep ratings going up. It's obvious. And there's people who's trying to get into no prep and they're not doing very well at that. And there's a couple of reasons why, which, like I said, we'll talk about at the end of the video. But there's going to be a lot of fresh cars on season 4 of No Prep Kings, and I didn't want to sit and just do a video on each individual car because there isn't a lot of information on each individual car out there enough to, make a complete video on each one. And you got, like I said, Ryan Martin, Lutz, Daddy Dave, Murdernova, Doc. There's just a list of big heavy hitters that is building new cars just for this series, and I can't wait till they start unveiling them. It's going to be 2 or 3 months before the first race of season 4 starts, and I can't wait. It will be on YouTube everywhere. We won't see it until the fall of 2020 on Discovery Channel, but if you're like everybody else, you know everything that happens via YouTube from No Prep Kings because there's 50 different media passes given out to film it, to put it on YouTube. So it's not like anything's hidden, but I can't wait to see these new cars. They will have to unveil them before No Prep King starts, I would assume, but I can't wait. These cars is going to have to be tested. People's going to get sneak peeks of them. That's just how it works. High-profile names would not be building complete different cars if they didn't see No Prep Kings or just No Prep in general going up like it is. There's just a waste in doing so. They beat their cars to death. If you look up close, if you ever get a chance to look up close to some of these cars, they're candy on TV, but they're beat all to pieces if you get up close and look at them. The bodies are got rust holes in them. TV does a good job of making the cars look beautiful, and they're just beat to death. That is one reason why these guys are doing what they're doing. The next thing I want to talk about, and it still involves No Prep Kings, but it's a different, we're going to put a spin on it. Alex Laughlin made a call-out video, and I'm going to post some of it in this video, and it comes directly from his social media pages.
Well, I think with a little bit of time and testing that we could be deadly at no prep, and I want a shot at it. I say if they want me to run some of them, I'll run some. If they want me to run all of them, I'll run all of them. Whatever they want, I'll commit to do it. So here we are, it's 2020, and this right here is the official call out to the guys at No Prep Kings, producers, the racers, everybody. Give me a call, send me the golden ticket, whatever I need to be able to come and race with you guys, race against you guys. Let's do it. Let's work it out. Give me a shot.
He breaks down a little better than what I feel like I can do the rules of No Prep. They have not released the new rules as of right now for season 4 of No Prep Kings, but the general consensus of the show is not going to change. There's actually 2 different people who decide whether a person gets a chance at the Invitational or not.
The biggest question everybody asks is, am I going to run No Prep Kings? Do I want to run No Prep Kings? What's the plan? Go to run No Prep Kings. It isn't totally up to me. In fact, it isn't up to me at all. I've had several emails back and forth with the producers of the TV show. At first, they were about it. They said there's a good draw there. Now it's absolute radio silence. And, I hate that because I just want to race, right? The world believes that those guys are the best and they're the fastest and, they're the OGs or whatever of drag racing. And I just want to race against them. There's two different committees within the group there, right? You've got the production company that gets a vote on new people that get to come in, but then a group of racers actually make up another committee, and the president of that said committee is actually Ryan Martin, who is the defending points champion, right, from No Prep Kings 2019. So I get it, like, why would the racers, specifically the guy that just won the whole deal and all the money from race to race in the championship, want to let somebody else come in that is going to be a threat?
And him winning season 3, he had a lot on the line up until now. Now he's the man. He's got a target on his back. He's the one you have to beat. He's going to be coming in season 4 with a new car, and without a doubt, he will have that bullseye on his back, no doubt. But Alex has called him out since he lost the mega race 2 years in a row, Big Chief and to Ryan Martin. He has followed him around and called him out and has not made that race happen yet. He even built a car that was supposedly in the rules for No Prep Kings just to go race No Prep and get his redemption on some of these people, but they said that the car was not within the rules and he did not get to race it. He does have his Radio versus the World Corvette, which he won one of the DuckX Productions races in 2019, so it is not a slow car, it's a blower car, but it will not hold a big fat tire. So I don't know if he's wanting to take that radio car or if he's wanting to try to make the Camaro that he built for No Prep Kings and make it more fitted to the rules for No Prep Kings. Only time will tell, and he is a big enough person in drag racing, obviously, for them to see his videos. Without a doubt, they've seen his call out. And according to him, Ryan Martin was actually testing at a No Prep race outside of No Prep Kings in 2019.
And, I announced that I was going to the San Antonio race, and that's when, Ryan's phone rang, hey, hello, it's Ryan. And the producer said, oh yeah, you can't go to that race because Alex is going, you're the points champion this year. And it just isn't going to be a good look if something happens and you don't win, right? So we'll talk later, just don't go, act like you're busy or whatever. Click, right? So at this deal, I'm just gonna show up. There's plenty of other races, I'm just gonna show up. Not gonna announce that I'm going, I'm just gonna get there. All of the other TV racers and whatnot, they'll be there, they'll be parked, they'll be entered, the whole thing, it'll be done. And so I'll race them there. So it's your call, call me, send me the golden ticket, whatever I need to get in, let's do it.
So there's a lot of stuff that you don't see or even think about that actually happens, and a lot of thought goes into what these people are doing when they go race these cars and test them. For a No Prep race, these cars are not just thrown off the street or bracket cars that they're throwing into the No Prep scene. These cars are purpose-built race cars for No Prep and No Prep racing. I'm going to post some of Alex's stuff in here and let me know in the comments what you think about it. With that being said, I'm going to end this one right here because I don't want to drag out. But I hope in this video that I put enough information out there about the people who has hinted around and showed pictures of their new car for the 4th season of No Prep Kings, and let the people who didn't know that it was coming, let them know it's coming. I know a lot of people watch my videos for this type of stuff, and I do appreciate it. If you watched my last video, which actually I made public today, and if you watched it, you know why there was a big gap and why my videos was not as consistent as I have been. But they're coming back. Consistency is my key for 2020. And with that being said, I'm going to end this one right here. The email address for the channel is on the screen. As always, the P.O. box is also on the screen. Giveaway still going. I know I keep saying it, but it is still going. Right now, if you want to be entered to win $50, send something to the P.O. box. Thank you for watching. Godspeed, and I'll see you in the next video.